Welcome back to the daily discussion. So today we're going to continue our conversation on mental blueprints. So as a good friend of mine, Leo, pointed out that although my path ultimately was to stay, there is also another path where leaving is the option too. So how do you kind of, I guess from my opinion, how do you determine which direction for something like that maybe, or even anything really, which direction you should go? So for me, this is what I came up with. As I was going through this, as I was seeing these things, what complicated my decision to a certain extent was that my parents' path that I was following in my mind, it worked out. After they split, after they separated, although I'm sure it wasn't easy for them, there actually seemed to be a sense of peace and almost more joy from them. And our relationship, as a kids, our relationship, at least my relationship with them, changed for the better. And it continues to get that way. And we've had really good family outings together with my mom and her new husband and my dad and his long-term girlfriend. And as a group, we've all gotten along really well. So that kind of somewhat complicated it for me in my own mind, because I was like, well, that worked out for them, so maybe it should be for me. But the whole time I was fighting against myself when I would think about ways I could change it or fix it or just start the process of healing or getting over myself. And I just kept fighting it, for whatever reason. So there's a lot of resistance internally. So to me, that was the trigger. That was what I should have recognized there, is that the resistance inside me to fight what I knew was right should have told me that I was down the wrong path. That wasn't my path. So that's maybe something that you can look at is, what side are you fighting against? Are you fighting against staying, or fighting against leaving? Or are you fighting against progress, or are you fighting against something else? And maybe that's the way to look at it. I don't know. Let me know what you think to this conversation.